So I am recording a set against Dredge because it is a really interesting and weird matchup. So game one, the whole point of your deck is to cryptic lock them and pull yourself out of randomly dying range. So I have a good hand. It has the Wreck into cryptic and the spiral into Wreck, so it is pretty much perfect. We're just gonna fetch. We're not gonna do anything too extreme here. We're just gonna spiral into Wreck, and we're gonna hope he has a slow start and doesn't get some stuff on the board. He hits a Conflag, which is really good for him, and then he hits Bloodghast, and so two Bloodghasts and a Amalgam. So that means we're gonna have to start crypticking him real early, way earlier than we wanted to, because it protects our life total, and we want to stay out of Conflag range in this matchup. Because Conflag and Creeping Chill can kill me through cryptic locking him. So we draw this Teachings, and you'll see that Teachings is perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to Wreck, and then we're going to play Cryptic, tap his dudes, and then on our turn we're going to play Teachings, and just get more Cryptics over and over again until the game ends, basically. So he's going to do whatever he wants. It doesn't matter. My only worry is my life total needs to be out of the last two Creeping Chill range in his deck and the Conflag range. So I'm hoping the two Creeping Chills are on the bottom of his deck and he can't dredge into them because he'll deck, and I can just get a Blue Sun and deck him. It's really not clear how much people know about these matchups or about the deck, or like how much they play around things yet, but we're gonna get there together. So I just Cryptic him, and see I have a Teachings, and I have another Teachings in my graveyard, and that represents like a billion Cryptics basically. So I just need to not, I basically just need to not get Conflag chilled out of the game, and we have a Pulse here, so we can pull ourselves out of Conflag chill range, and then we just start Crypticing him some more. So once again, Pulse, real good card. We're just gonna pulse back a land. We really don't care what it is. We just wanna keep our life total nice and healthy, and high enough that he can't Conflag chill us out of the game. So he just cast a Creeping Chill, which I guess is fine. And now we're just gonna keep looping these mystical Teachings into either more Teachings or Cryptic commands, or Snapcasters, which are functionally more Cryptic commands. Teachings, get another Teachings, and this just lines up my mana to have 4 untapped. So I always just try to be mana efficient. If you can have 6 untapped, just get a Snap, and if you can have 4 untapped, just get a Cryptic. I just try to get all the Teachings out of your deck. So now we're just gonna Cryptic him repeatedly, and you see that his hand can get up to 9 cards in it. But we are at 14, which means even if he chucks everything at us and then flips the Creeping Chill, we're gonna be out of range pretty much. He does have a second Conflag. Yeah, he does have the second Conflag, but he's gonna have to go to a dangerously low life total to do that. Or a dangerously low library total to do that, and then I can just deck him. So what I think I do here is I just draw the second Wreck, and then I flip one of these Teachings into a Blue Sun, and then I just mill him out with a Blue Sun. So if you are Dredge on this matchup, you need to be really aware of how many cards are in your library, because you can just randomly get Blue Sun out of the game. So I'm just gonna Blue Sun him here. And he dead. Game 2. So game 2, the important thing about Dredge in game 2 is they have Nature's Claim and Assassin's Trophy pretty regularly. So if you try to jam a Wilderness at them, you need to be very, very sure that it's not just going to get blown up and then you die. So my sideboard plan includes the Dispels, it includes the Consume the Meek, and it includes the Crypt Incursion, the Surgical, and the Echoing Decay, because Echoing Decay is really good at defending against Bloodghast if they have a Bloodghast draw. So I keep this hand. It has a Dispel, it has some remands. So another important point about the matchup is they really slow down post-board to bring in hate cards against you. They also mulligan pretty poorly. So he plays a turn 2 Shriekhorn, and I am like the happiest person that has ever existed, because even though it's a Stinkweed, he hasn't played a spell, and now all his stuff is going to line up in a remand. We draw the Wilderness. We're super happy at this point. We see the claim in his graveyard, so we know that's what his hate is. It's really not a surprise. I'm just going to remand here, protect my life total. Basically gain 3 life, draw a card, and he chucks some things into the graveyard to get back. Good play by him, just getting stuff on the board and making sure you get as much damage in as you can before you get cryptic is really important. I draw the second wilderness, and he's going to get some damage on me here, and I'm really trying to get that land. So you'll see my life total gets low. I try to opt in response to this creeping chill in case I hit the surgical, but I don't. And now I just have a remand waiting for him. He also has, so I put him on having a claim here, and I really don't need to extend into claim. And now that I've drawn the 5th land, the next turn what I can do is I can wilderness and then I'll hold up the dispel, untap, and then do something relevant. It's really not the best. Drawing that snap is really good, because snap is just a defensive body that can block and gain me some life. So we're just going to play wilderness here. He's going to go for the claim. We have the dispel, so that's pretty good. Claim is also not that bad against you because it gains you 4 life, and that can often buy you a turn to get another untap in this matchup anyway. So he attacks, and we're just going to play a snap. We're going to snap back and opt. He claims it. That's fine. Like I said, we go to 12, and we have another wreck in our hand. We see the other wreck, and we're happy. We think we're through all of his disruption, and we have a remand for like a looting or a cathartic here, so we're good. So we play a wilderness, and now we're set up to teachings cryptic lock him, and we're just gonna hit him with the cryptics again. So you'll see he has some space to try to get like a this conflict going, or find his other creeping chills. I think he's gone through 2 at this point, so 7 is definitely a good healthy life range to not die to creeping chill. So I play the other wilderness, and now I just start spinning my wheels basically. From here, I probably could have played better. There's probably better lines involving Blue Sun to just pick up a lot of cards, and just if one of those is a cryptic or a snap, the game pretty much ends because then I have more stuff to do. But I try to take the deterministic line here and just start teachings for teachings and slowly getting ahead. So here's a punt. I shouldn't have gotten the snap. I should have gotten a cryptic here because snap is 6 and I won't have this remand back up if he conflags or lootings or something like that. But we're just going to enter the tap mode. He loams. And he's just going to chuck the rest of his hand at us, I think, at this point. So once again, big punt, not leaving the remand up. Would have been in a much better position if I didn't give him that line. And I think, yeah. Anyway, now we're at this point where he has everything on the battlefield and we have a teachings in our graveyard and no real gas. But what we can do is start chaining teachings into teachings, and we can deterministically get what we want. And if we wanted to gamble, we could always go get teachings into Blue Sun and just pick up a whole bunch of cards, and if we find what we want in there, like a cryptic and like a pulse, then he instantly loses. But I just try to take the deterministic line here. We just get teachings for teachings. Teachings for consume the meek, and this is, I think, why I don't like all of my lines here. Because if he flips a creeping chill, we're gonna die. So he doesn't flip a creeping chill here. So he has like a 1 in 4 chance of flipping the creeping chill based on his deck size. Or like a 2 in 4, so it's like a coin flip basically. So I think there's better lines to take, and I probably should have just Blue Sun myself for a billion and then held all my mana up and had some type of like cryptic, consume, surgical type of interaction. So I would recommend taking that line. So I don't think what the replay shows here is he goes to attack me, I cast consume, then he goes to looting, I cast a remand, and then on my turn I attack him with a tar pit, and then I flip his teachings into a crypt incursion, and I gain 35 life basically, and I exile everything that he can kill me with, and from then the game is over. MTGO replays aren't the best sometimes, so yeah, but anyway, consume into remand his looting into flip teachings into crypt incursion, go to 35, and he is done.